What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. I got my Indiana Knights jersey because the Colts whipped out the Indiana Knights jerseys for the first time yesterday, and they looked super sick. Power's here, and today I'm here to talk about the Colts versus Browns game, which is unfortunately a game that the Browns won and the Colts lost in a thriller by a score of 39-38. One of the best games I've ever seen, and if I didn't have a dog in the fight, it would have been one of my favorite games of the week. But given the fact that the Colts lost, it was kind of a kick in the gut. And there is a lot to take away from this game. The first takeaway is the officiating. Oh my God. Now, before y'all get in the comments and say, oh, they helped you against the Ravens, so you should shut up. I admitted that they helped us against the Ravens. Trust me. I remember. I watched that happen. But this is just getting ridiculous at this point. And I don't like to blame the refs when my team loses, because that's very immature. Like, if you guys have been with me since I started doing these, anytime the Colts would lose, I would blame it on officiating. And that's just childish, and I got tired of doing that. So I try not to blame the officials. And yes, it is true that the Colts should not have been in that position in the first place. The way that game went, should have dominated and won, but we didn't. It came down to the final plays of the game. And there were two very, very bad calls against the Colts late. So the first one was a very horrible illegal contact, which I get the argument for, but in that point in the game, you don't call it. Plus, P.J. Walker had already been hit and the ball had already been knocked loose and on the ground when it happened. So you just can't call that. Plus, on that play, Amari Cooper stiff-armed the guy off of him and it was wide open. So how is that illegal contact on the Colts? But, that's whatever. I get why they might call that one. That one's fair, whatever. You can argue about that one. The next play, they call one of the worst pass interference plays I've ever seen in my life. All right, so both Baker and whoever the fuck the Browns receiver was hand fighting, and P.J. Walker throws it into the stands, completely uncatchable. And they call pass interference and put the Browns at the 1 yard line. And then it gets to 4th and goal, and then the Browns score a touchdown and end up being the game winner, which made it 39-38. And just ridiculous. Like, those are two plays. When it's the fourth quarter, you let go. You just let them play. You got to let them play because this is the National fucking Football League. You need to let them play. And it's just very irritating that people pay all kinds of money to see these players play by going to the games, buying jerseys and shit, just for the officials to take over the fucking game. Like, it's ridiculous. Shaq said it best. Shaquille O'Neal is who I'm talking about, not Shaquille Leonard. That dude doesn't do shit. Shaquille O'Neal said it best in 2002, whatever fucking year that was, about the NBA. That's now in the NFL because the officials have determined so many games this year. It's just been insane. And I know it's bad because it's not only Colts fans complaining about it. A lot of people on the internet, a lot of fans on the internet have been saying that it was just absolutely both horrible calls. Like, in that point in the game, you cannot call those. Like, you just cannot. The officials, I don't know, it's just, the game should not come down to the officiating. And the NFL needs to really take a look at it because it's more than just Colts fans complaining about it. So it's a problem. So that was my little rant about officiating. Now we're going to get off of that. I do want to say we had a lot of opportunities to win and really should not have been in that position in the first place. I will be the first one to admit that. But they were both bad calls, and that's my opinion. If you would disagree with me, that's okay. So the next takeaway I want to get into is my man Josh Downs. I love this jersey, by the way. Josh Downs had an amazing game. He had 5 catches for 125 yards and a touchdown. He is just always open. It's insane. His touchdown came on a 59-yard touchdown on a free play. Gardner Minshew threw a perfect pass to him, and he took it the distance. And Josh Downs, I've been saying it, he reminds me so much of T.Y. Hilton. It's insane. Like, he just hit the same play style, same build, just fast as hell. And I think he might be a little more durable than T.Y. Hilton was because Josh Downs takes a lot of hits and he just gets up and he's fine. And I was very happy with how he played. And he's going to be one of those guys that's just going to be a very key playmaker for this team. And I'm very, very excited to see where this team goes from here on out. I think that Josh Downs, here in a few years, he's going to be one of the top slot receivers in the league because once we get this team built and have Richardson in there throwing him the ball, it's gonna be pretty nice. So I just wanted to shout out Josh Downs. I also want to give a quick shout out to Michael Pittman Jr. He had a nice touchdown catch. It was a catch and run. Our receivers made Gardner Minshew look very good yesterday. There was a lot of yards after catch. So I was happy with how the offense played for the most part. And speaking of Gardner Minshew, that dude confuses the absolute hell out of me. Because, like, sometimes he's great. He's, like, the greatest quarterback that you've ever seen. And then the next time you see him, he's like 2022 Matt Ryan. It really doesn't make any sense. And it's just, he's very inconsistent. Because, like, I was literally, after the game, I sat down, I was thinking about it. I was like, Gardner Minshew had a good game, but he also didn't at the same time. Like, if that makes any sense, because, yeah, he had 4 total touchdowns. He had 2 passing and 2 rushing. But he also had 4 turnovers, including 3 strip sacks and an interception. Now, one of the strip sacks came at the end of the game, but the other 2 were very crucial. One was a scoop and score for a touchdown because he got sacked in the end zone and lost the ball. And, it's just if they get pressure on Minshew, it's just not good. Minshew's not good under pressure. And that is a growing concern for sure. But he is the best quarterback we have right now. So there's really nothing we could do about that. As much as I love Sam Ehlinger, I would rather have Gardner Minshew in the game. He gives us a much better chance of winning. But that's all I have to say about Minshew. The next thing I want to get into is the defense. Guys, play a little better, please. I mean, they had 2 picks. Really should have had a forced fumble, but, the illegal contact happened and completely fucked them over. But this defense is very inconsistent, too. Like, sometimes they're really, really, really bad, and other times they're good. The defense has shown a lot of flashes of being good, but they've also sucked ass at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I understand the defense was not set up in great positions in this game. I mean, the Browns scored 20 points in 1 quarter, and 14 of those came off of dumb shit we did. So it's not very good just to think. Like, it's just, I don't know. The defense, it's so weird. And when the defense plays good, the offense is shit. It's just like, why can't both be good at the same time? Like, because last year, we preached all of last year, if this team can just score 20 points a game, we would have won 13 games. This year, we're out here scoring 38 fucking points and losing. Like, come on, bro. Like, I understand we got, like, really bad cornerback play, but they had fucking P.J. Walker playing quarterback. P.J. Walker. Like, P.J. Walker didn't even do that well either. He was like 15 of 32, I'm pretty sure. And dude, this team just confuses the hell out of me. Like, it's like they're trying to lose at this point. Man, I mean, I guess you got to get Marvin Harrison Jr. somehow, but god damn. It's very frustrating I know I sound like a spoiled Colts fan. We're 3-4. I'm like the season's over. But it's just like, wow. Just wow. But either way, this game, every game this year has been way more entertaining than any of the games last year. I'll take losing in a shootout over losing because your offense can't score any day of the week. Just saying. So, yeah, that's all my takeaways. I do want to name my game MVP, and it does go to the man whose jersey I have on, Mr. Josh Downs himself, having a nice touchdown catch, having over 100 yards, and he just looked great. He has a very bright future for sure, and the play of the game is also going to be from Josh Downs. It's going to be his touchdown catch. And, yeah, I was very happy with how the offense played. Aside from Minshew's fuck-ups, I was very happy with how they played. I was very happy with how the whole team played. We did everything to win that game. We also did everything to lose that game. It was one of those games where, like, it was just back and forth the whole time. I think we play the Saints next week. I don't know what to expect in that game. Depends which Derek Carr the Saints get is what's going to determine who wins that game. So, yeah. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the bell notifications and for everything in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.